We know that they know that we know that they
Their
know.
time's up. Love conquers. The days of this system are numbered. I am the songbird. Call me that fat lady, cause I'm singing. And with every voice raised to the heavens.
Man, I take one little break from YouTube and all of a sudden it's like I don't know how to use a camera anymore. Crazy. All right. All right, it's good to be doing reactions again. This first one, Every Voice by Anjela Church. I've been meaning to react to her for a minute. I was supposed to react to her last month and I planned to do it around Easter. And then, having getting robbed. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say I got robbed, well, all right, there's a video about that. And that's gonna explain why I didn't do any reactions for over a month, you know what I'm saying? Just didn't have the equipment to do it when all my stuff got stolen, right? But yeah, I still promised myself that I would do this reaction. And so here it is, Every Voice, Anjela Church. I've seen some of her work before. She's incredible, so I know this is gonna be fire. All right, let's get started.
And here we go.
As every voice is lifted, I find my spirit in quicksand. With God's unchanging hand outstretched, I struggle to unchain my hands from rage to grab hold of them. For I cannot grasp both love and fear at once. Pain binds me, rage is blinding me, and through grinding teeth I press. Buttons in app after app, fast as the rise and fall of my chest. Sharing content and creating text to speak out for the ones who no longer have breath. In stress, I press. Thumbs against temples as mind trembles in survivor's guilt. I need to protest. For those forced to rest in peace that have left hearts in pieces. I need to protest. For fear if it won't end, me or my brothers could be next. I press. Share. My fear is not enough. But to march in pandemic could ride out my death. Am I selfish? I bury that thought like the brutalized black bodies I force myself to watch online. Rushing trauma to the forefront of my mind in flashing images and blaring screams from mama. I feel the knees of this world pressing into my neck. Because I'm an activist. I must consume pain. Like bitter, blood, bruise, colored wine, I'm an alcoholic. Stumbling in the bitter dark of hopelessness. Losing sleep in fear of nightmares induced by intoxication, yet I drink.
Man, okay, this is really heavy. You know what I'm saying? So man, during the height of the pandemic, when there was a lot of push towards, social justice, towards black folks and, the push against police brutality and things like that, there was that gamble of okay, I want to go out and protest. I want to, go on marches and stuff like that, but I also don't want to get sick. You know what I'm saying? So I have to juggle social responsibility with social well-being or physical well-being. It's just a lot of tough stuff like that. I really like that she touched on that. By the way, I love mixed media poetry. So clearly she's, reciting spoken word, really heavy bars and stuff like that. But there's music in the background. And there's even the singing in the background. Seems like a hymn that's being sung. Yo, I'm really liking this so far. It's real heavy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks can relate to this. I certainly can,
Lest my community think I'm ignoring their cries. Taking shot after shot to the head. Bloodshot eyes. I'm fading, afraid I'm losing my mind. In military fashion, I steel myself within. Just beneath my skin like steel-toed boots as I watch my people stand accused of riot and loot and propaganda paid by status quo. I feel feet march like heartbeats in sync chanting, we won't take this no more. I read IG and tweets about taking up arms and videos of arms crossed and shackled behind backs, anguish in both. Laced with bait debates about how somehow system-created stats mean our lives don't matter. Recorded police chatter with laughter cause they know. They aim to see us battered like that southern fried chicken we both like. They know our streets have been platters to be served up for their venomous bite. They know that arrest is an auction of bodies to private prison slavery condoned by the 13th Amendment.
Okay, there was a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack. Mind you, Angela Church is currently based in the UK, and she was based in the UK during the height of the social justice, George Floyd murder outrage and things like that. And I remember actually being on her radio show discussing some of the issues that were being faced in America and how some of that is obviously in the UK as well. I've reacted to Dave, the UK rapper, and he's delved into that on multiple occasions, black trauma and things of that nature. But yeah, it's really interesting seeing how she's talking about like the recordings of police laughing and like all this stuff that's going on in the background that doesn't often get addressed. IG and Twitter tackling these conversations and whatnot, especially Black Twitter. I think this is really deep. Like, holy cow! Like, you know what I'm saying? This is heavy. This is heavy. There was something else she said. Oh yeah, battered like the Southern fried chicken we both love. Like, black folks are battered just like, the batter on chicken. Like, oh my God. Yo, that was heavy. That caught me off guard, I ain't gonna lie. Alright. There's a lot of wordplay and double entendre up in this. If I have time, I'll like break down some of the bars. One more thing. I almost forgot how she mentioned that the slavery system of old, pre-13th Amendment, is modern day prison system in America, That was really, really heavy. Yeah. And it's true,
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Condoned by the 13th Amendment. The conflict of interest gives them option to be mercenaries commissioned to round us up on sight. They know that our streets are plattered to be served up for their bite. Yeah, they know. That we know. That they know.
We know that they know that we know that they know.
Their time's up. Love conquers. The days of this system are numbered. I am the songbird. Call me that fat lady, cause I'm singing. And with every voice raised to the heavens, this earth created by my God rings and rumbles with a vengeance as every robbed soul's weight crushes the heads of these serpents. They know the beginning of the end of their system started long ago. That love will not be stopped. That new dawn has popped off like fireworks on Independence Day. That their last stand is being televised and misrepresented as victory, but the truth is bleeding through the cracks in their lies. The true revolution is not being televised, but it shines.
But it shines.
Right, in real life moments of benevolence between real life people of different creeds.
Oh, preach prophet, preach poet.
In the moments that millions don't get to see collectively, but experience individually and cherish in their richness, don't be deceived into believing your actions don't change a thing. It's in personal moments that freedom rings. Do not be deceived into believing that nothing has changed. The plot of this story twisted long ago, so let it play. And as it runs its final course, may we connect in faith and continue in boldness. May our spirits triumph over the soulless. May we come together to comfort our grieving and write songs of triumph in the face of fear. Let love ring in every sector, in every continent, in every heart. We do our parts to grow not weary in well-doing. We do our parts to wake up minds. Call it coffee we're brewing.
Ooh. We do our best to wake up minds. Call it coffee we're brewing. Yo, this is insane. Yo, she put her foot into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wrote the heck out of this. My God. I knew she was a poet because I've heard some of her stuff, but this is by far the best thing I've heard from her. That's not to say that her other stuff wasn't good. It was. It's just, this is insane. Yo, what the heck? Oh, man. And she's bringing up scripture. You know, she's making scriptural references and stuff like that. What else? She did something that was really nuts. Oh man, I'm forgetting. I'm so mad at myself, man. Okay, sorry. When I be getting this hype, I be forgetting stuff, you know?
Oh, this fight echoes everywhere on Earth. Colonization's blood-stained gavel has dropped. Although the tales of Earth's history have been so eerily one-sided. And though somehow one of God's most homogeneous groups of organisms have become one of Earth's most intentionally divided.
Intentionally.
Freedom rings, and his voice is glorious.
Yo, that was heavy. Vocals were nuts. Hold on, I need to see who had the vocals going on up in that. Let me check that out real quick. Manny made music. Yo, that was insane. That was insane. Okay, yo, Anjela, thank you. That was beautiful. I feel like I want to pick this apart, and I feel like in doing so, you're gonna help improve my own writing prowess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all are aware. I'm talking to the viewers now. But anytime I do these reactions, it's not simply entertainment for y'all. It is for sure, but it's also research for me. I put out a poem very recently called Poetry in Motion. And if you watch that, I highly suggest you do. The YouTube algorithm did not pick it up for whatever reason, but if you watch it, you're gonna notice that I took from certain artists that I've reacted to before. So when it comes to wordplay, Black Chakra being a major impact on my writing. When it comes to rhymes, Harry Mack for sure had a major impact. The multisyllabic rhymes you might notice in that poem, you can see Harry Mack's influence there. And then in terms of storytelling, Brandon Leak, you can notice a bit of that influence there too. So yeah, definitely check that out. But I'm only bringing this up to say, I feel like this poem in particular, I'm gonna really have to study it after reacting because, man, there's a lot I can gain from. You know what I'm saying? This was heavy. Thank you so much, Anjela. You're something else, all right? All right, y'all. That's pretty much it for now. I got a couple more reactions to do. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.